Hey, this is Ken Himmler, and I wanted to reach out to you about a very special thing that is happening before the end of the year. And it's the BOI, and it's called the Beneficial Ownership of Interest. This is a law that happened under the Biden administration. If you own any LLC, any corporation, any entity at all, you are required to fill out this form, or so the conjecture says. Now, getting into the end of the year, this law was passed and the penalties are absolutely draconian. It can be up to $10,000 in penalties for non filing. Now, a lot of questions have come up because we have sent out the BOI forms if you wanted us to fill them out and submit them to the federal government. Now, what is this thing? Well, basically, what the government wants to try to do is reduce or eliminate some of the money laundering that has been happening through shell companies. So each person, and it doesn't matter if you own a non active LLC, even if you have that LLC filed and you do not file the BO, meaning it's filed with the Secretary of State, and you have the LLC in existence, if you do not file the BOI, you're subjected to that penalty per LLC, per entity, per partnership, per corporation. So a lot of the confusion has been we've been sending this out to some of the clients and saying, hey, you need to fill this out. Otherwise, there's going to be a massive penalty. So the reason I'm doing this video is we got an email back from a client saying, hey, I read that the BOI has a judicial stay and I don't think I need to file this. Well, let me explain why you should still file this. This is it's not a permanent injunction. It's not like what the FTC and the DOL, where they overstepped their bounds with the non-compete in contracts, and it's killed. It's done. The BOI is not killed. It's not done. It's not over. And so here's why I'm going to suggest that you file this no matter what. Is if this temporary stay is lifted and the government gets this back into play, you're talking about timing issues. This must be done before the end of this year. If you do not file it, with the understanding that this law will be killed and then it is revived, you're going to be subjected to those large penalties. So the advice I have, file it no matter what. You can do it on your own. You can have us do it. But in either case, you need to file the form just to stay in safe zone. Because again, it's not a permanent injunction. The law is not killed. It's only under a temporary stay. So I hope that helped you. Make sure you file your BOI.